So I just got the email that I passed my eval account again. So I'm super excited about that. I'm gonna pop the email up here. I'm excited. They still have to approve and make sure I followed the rules, but I know that I did. So I'm just waiting for that. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to trade today, which kind of makes me a little sad because I was, according to my strategy I've been following, I would have made money today, but it's okay. I know patience is key. Today I kind of want to just mention my mindset because even today, let's actually hop over to the charts. So honestly, I've been trading this orb strategy on micro gold futures. And so as you can see today, I would have went in a long, and normally I would mark my low to about this blue line, but I've realized most of the time when it like closes nicely above this green line like this, I just try to go below this to try to minimize my risk. But the problem I've been having recently is that if I look at this, right, and obviously I aim for normally a 2.2 if my line is here, so that's about where it is right there. But my problem is that I look at this and I'm like, okay, now normally if I would have took this trade, right, say I did, normally I would do like 2, maybe 3 contracts, and my stop loss is very minimal, and my take profit is, oops, what's going on here? Take profit would be right here, right? And as you can see, that is $400, right? So that's good and that's great, but with the trailing drawdown, like that would have meant that I would have went up to here, which is about $200, go down to here, which would have been about $200, then went back up to 200 or 194, back down, and obviously it hit my TP, but I would have been facing a lot of that trailing drawdown. But mentally, this is what I saw the first time because I was on 10 contracts, is that I would have hit my $2,000 profit target and then some. Actually, I could have withdrew 80% of this 300 had I fully took out the profit from here, right? But I know that I would have been facing drawdown. So from here to here, 800, and it'd have been down to 1600 from there. So I'm like, oh man, and hindsight is 2020, right? So seeing that the 2000 would have been hit is like, man, I would have been done and already in profit, and I could have been just regular trading, not worried about the drawdown. But at the same time, like when you're in the live market, it's a complete different story, because like even this candle right here, it went up, came to here, came down a little bit. This went down, came up, closed right here. Now this candle closed very bearish, right? So it might have, caused some psychological warfare, or it might have caused some mental stress seeing all 4 of these candles going down, and then going back up and down and up and down. But at the end of it, you see this and you're like, oh man. So I've been wondering about how I'm going to trade when I actually get to the pro account because of the drawdown. I considered staying at 10 contracts, right? And then going like a 1-to-1, like minimal base hits, or going down to the 1 minute. I'm still kind of trying to figure it out because I'm trying to reduce the drawdown as much as possible, because the way I look at this too is that with the trade like this, like obviously I'm not going to get it at the very top, but say I was to close it under here, I would gain $600, right? and then I wait for this to come here, place a buy stop here, boom, and then I try to target another high, or like the high of this black candle here, right? Boom, move my stop up, so it's minimal loss. That's 800, so now I'm up 1500. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, I could really make it all in one day, but I also feel like it's kind of greedy, but it's not, you know, because I see that it could work, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not necessarily holding trades for long, and I'm kind of getting in and out, like quick hit and pop, and like, man, because that's 17 off of these two moves right here. Breakout, boom, retest, another little pop up, okay, down to the retest, and then another one right here, like after this candle close, and that's another 800, then another test right here. I'll go below these. No, this one might psych me out though, 600, but go to this high. What happened? So 600, and I'd be done. Honestly, I'd be past my profit target. But I don't know. It seems hindsight is 2020 for sure. But knowing that my normal profit is a 2.2, and I kind of just wait for the trade to close, I'm like, I could low-key ride it up, or I could drop down to the 1 minute and try to trade off of that. Like, after I get the breakout signal on my 5 minute, drop down to the 1 and wait for lower lows to form, and then drop out from there. And once I see it start trending back up, hop back in. But I don't know, I don't really like the 1 minute, because it, you know, stuff like this will confuse you, because you'd be like higher high, higher low, higher high, equal low, lower high, lower low. It's like a lot of movement. I don't really necessarily like the one, but I don't know. Yeah, so I'm not sure like what strategy I want to follow. I know for the most part what I've been seeing online is it's smarter to just take base hits. So that's why I was kind of considering on the 5 minute just to like trade the breakout, wait to the top of the candle, or not the top of the candle, but until like a bearish candle starts to close, and if it's a bullish candle that starts to close, then close the trade from there, and then waiting for the retest, and then a candle to confirm that it's done, and then going from there. But I'm not quite sure. I feel like I've also been overthinking it for sure, because yeah, I just want to get my payout. That's the main goal. Like, I obviously want to keep the count, not just get one payout, but multiple payouts. But yeah, I'm trying to see which strategy is best. I know once I get past this buffer, I go back to end of day, which is nice because now I can just trade like normal. But yeah, I'm just trying to pass this buffer period, and so I may not even trade tomorrow, just to see what the charts do, and see, like, do it on a paper account just to see how I would trade or what I would look for, just to confirm. Because honestly, now that I've got to pro, there's no monthly fee or anything, and I don't have to pay an activation fee or anything, so I can take my time. I don't have to rush. So yeah, so we will see tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna trade New York or not. I will be up, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna trade it or not. I'll definitely look at the charts and see what it's showing, but yeah, so we will see from there. If you have any suggestions, please drop them down in the comment section, and I will check them out and be sure to look into what you guys recommend. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.